What's up, you guys? It's RWBY Universe, and this is going to be something that I'm going to try to test out. If you're watching this episode a few days after the initial public release on Rooster Teeth's, website, this episode of RWBY, I'm saying, then it is official. I am now fully capable of reacting to this series at a regular basis. That doesn't mean that you have to wait several weeks to see. And if that is the case, then I'll see to do a live stream celebrating my return to common uploads of RWBY, and I'm happy about that because this was a bad time for like almost a year, and I'm happy to just be back. I'm happy to have make my subscribers that subscribe to my channel for the RWBY content happy again, you could say. So with all that being stated, we're gonna get started with episode 4. I'm already excited due to what we were able to see in the previous episode, and I'll talk about it during the intro bit. Also, I really wish I didn't have to do the display things like this, but you know, I'm unable to actually get the thing itself, so I just kind of have to do it like this. Unprofessionalism is unprofessionalism still. Whew. Well, alright then. So, for what the last episode was primarily just to showcase nothing but lore. Nothing but lore. I'm so happy about it because one, gods and magic existed in the past. Gods and magic existed for the past. So I like how this universe is fully established. The hierarchy system here. You have true gods creating things. The only one thing that I'm kind of confused about is how did humanity come back after the whole initial Thanos snap from Death God. So while I do hope we get a little bit more incentivization of what happened there, I think it's not something I really need to think about too much. As for Salem, I finally feel something for you. I finally feel something for you. Because in the past couple of volumes, it used to be just, well, you're just the main bad guy. Can't wait to see how we win against you. But now I feel for you. I get your motivation. And same thing for Oz. While I do believe Oz is a little bit more in the right, quote unquote, than Salem is, no one's necessarily 100% good, you know? Everyone made their mistakes. I read the comments, and a lot of people are very adamant on certain things when seeing that. I like doing premieres to this as well.
Be killed. You all heard her too, right?
Well, yeah, she's immortal. I'm pretty sure. There
was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Professor, what is your plan to defeat Salem?
Talk no jutsu.
Don't have one.
Oh! Poor Oscar. That's all I gotta say.
No one wanted me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world. I thought I was finally doing some good.
But you are.
Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Oh man, now you're bringing that up.
Be alright.
How many low points we're gonna get in this series?
What happened?
It's like the 8th one.
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone.
Like he left her.
It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our
What?
head.
Oh, wow.
I hate this.
I know he couldn't leave like your body's body.
What are we gonna do now?
Give up hope!
We need to get a move on. It'll be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity.
Especially after what you guys said, it makes sense.
Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady?
Usually.
I don't know who you think you are, but...
No buts!
Respect your elders, Yang. I like you, but respect your elders.
Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around. But if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
Yeah, Grand's not gonna have none of your shit.
She's right. Come on.
Ah! I like her. And now we're gonna have one of the trailer shots later. This is, I just feel so sorry for Oscar. He was just thrusted upon this so heavily, and it is never more highlighted than right here.
It's going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Ruby.
Oh.
We're better than that.
Oh, wow. Truth bombs everywhere. Truth bombs. Truth sucks. But Crow has a point. I hate the fact that he has a point. Jesus, man. Jesus, man. That's it. It's like, oh, man. Look, there's so many things for Oz, and I gotta say, it's very hard. What would you do in this scenario? Like, what would you do? Like, I definitely would be on more of the RWBY side of the emotions, especially with Crow. But I would understand, just like, ish happens. It sucks that we're in this scenario, but it's not like, you know, God's made their mistakes too here.
Welcome back, welcome back. I do hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
Let's go.
I just can't wait to see what the motivation between Mercury and Emerald are gonna be, because frankly enough, their main, yeah, like their main chain to stay with these guys has just been severed.
Emerald, come on.
Don't tell me something happened to her.
He's trying to get a rise out of you.
I will cut off more than just your tail.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Oh, this dude. Ah, okay. Look, I know you're insane,
Freak.
but come on.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you.
I hate you.
Because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
Yeah, and if I know Salem, she doesn't take kindly to those who fail her. So, good luck. Good luck in there. Maybe she'll be eating an apple. Who knows? I heard if a villain is eating an apple, they're less likely to kill their support. Oh no, she's not eating. Okay. Wow, going straight from laughter to straight up. Just.
I would like you to explain to me.
Oh Christ.
How it is you failed so spectacularly.
Oh man.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop.
Oh. Not even gonna let you finish. Oh. That's never a good sign.
Let me rephrase the question.
Here we go.
Who is responsible for your defeat?
Oz. Team RWBY. Most of Juniper.
I take full responsibility.
Ah!
That wouldn't be fair now, would it?
Oh.
We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't.
Oh man. I actually kind of liked Hazel too. I don't like his motivation, character motivation to why he hates Oz, but I liked him as a character. I really don't want him to die. I really don't.
Emerald. I want you to tell me whose fault this was. Now.
Cinder!
Oh.
We failed because of Cinder.
That's right.
That hurts.
I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
Okay. So at least she already knows that she's not dead.
She's alive.
Yeah, she's
joke.
She's Salem.
How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
I mean, dude, even if I was in the scenario, I'd be like, yeah, she just knows. All right, don't question her.
Forgive me.
All right.
It's important.
She has the power of God and anime on her side.
What drives us? Love, justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own,
they'll be lost.
They will be lost to you.
Is this a threat? Simply the truth. I mean, well, I gotta say, it's a real good truth threat.
This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth.
I like how they,
the path to your
space it
desires
out
is only found through me.
You're basically Scar at this point. You won't get a sniff without me. Best song, by the way. You know, Salem's learning from the best. I gotta say that.
And so we must press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am.
Hazel?
I have more to report.
Yeah, gotta tell him. Gotta tell him about that Oz. Oh, come on!
Crow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led.
Here we go.
By Ozpin.
Here we are. Alright, let's see the reaction.
So soon.
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Homewood.
That's not a good sign. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man, you gotta hate emotions.
Leave. Your Grace.
Go! 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 Just go!
Come on.
Go! Alright? It's like that one scene people meme the hell up with Hitler telling people to get out of the room before he goes all ape. Go! Christ, what are you? Suicidal? God. I mean, well, you know, he's immortal. Well, not immortal. He can reincarnate, so he's basic. He's the link to your Ganon. You're constantly around, and he just comes back. You're already here, and he just shows up.
It doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
Just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas.
Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless old lady?
Everyone quiet.
Hey, using your own words against her.
Do you hear that?
And sometimes trails do lead somewhere. It just takes a while to get to that area, alright? Give it a minute. You acting like you're gonna get there in like a fortnight. Jeez.
Well, at least one good thing happened today.
It looks abandoned. It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
After the entire truth bombs that were dropped upon you guys, yeah, you need a lot of things. I saw how short this one compared to the others was, so I was expecting it to end around there. Sucks, but you know, not every episode can be 22 minutes, which sucks. I will say again out loud to emphasize how much I hate the fact that that's not the case. But hey, that's what this is. So, man, I like how they actually, you know, they legitimately had a trail, and you could see that trail, and you can also see size comparisons. I like that. That's neat. I like when they do this for the credits, even though it dejects from the actual names I'm supposed to be knowing for the actual talent behind what's going on on the screen. Oh yeah, and Jimmy, who used to be a lighter, who used to do lighting for this show, he's now working at Blizzard. So yeah, for those of you who don't know about Jimmy, he was my roommate for a while. We've been through some stuff, and he worked over at Rooster Teeth, helped out with Volume 4, I believe, of RWBY, and now he's working over at Blizzard. He's working at one of the biggest companies of known mankind, at least in the gaming industry, and I think he's working on Overwatch. I would not be surprised if he isn't, but I need to get back in touch with that dude. Now, this one was, you know, the falling action of all the crazy climactic stuff we got in episode 3. And I will say, how it's handled is definitely in the rounds of believability, and how we got not only the reactions to the RWBY cast and Crow, who really took it to heart, and I really feel for Crow. I really feel sorry for him, because, you know, there's always this stigma behind him having the semblance of bad luck. So now, after seeing that, and that he's been basically being, you know, lied to throughout all of his existence, and cursed nonetheless, is like, man, it's harsh. It's very harsh. It just sucks, because, again, for Oscar, it's like, he's just a vessel at this point. He's just a vessel, and he has his own consciousness. Now, if Ozpin had full control of that body, just like, okay, well, yeah, you kind of deserve that punch in a lot of regards. But just poor Oscar. He had to feel the rest of that aftermath after he got his body back. Now, as for Oz, locking himself away in Oscar's subconscious, I'm pretty sure he can hear still. I'm pretty sure he can still hear everyone. He just doesn't feel like he has the proper words to say to die down a situation. I mean, it makes sense. He had to let them cool down a little bit. Yeah, let it cool down a little bit. It's like an argument with your parents. Once you get an argument with one of your parents, either or, you get very heated, and as the things die down, you're able to talk to each other better, because you realize that if hating each other all throughout the rest of eternity isn't gonna fix whatever the problem was that got you to argue with each other to begin with. So there's that. Seeing Salem's reaction, knowing that Ozpin got reincarnated, which again, I don't know. I know I'm gonna regret asking about this, but when Salem asked Cinder, "Did you know you killed Ozpin?" It's like, did she just completely forget that this dude can just come back afterwards? It's like, what? The one thing that I don't fully understand when it comes to Ozpin's reincarnation, does he just come back like that to another person, just like boom, as soon as he's dead? Boom, go straight up to another person. His soul just finds another vessel, and that vessel then just becomes that. Or does a subsequent amount of time pass? Let's say in between every time he reincarnates, there's like a weird gap in time. Like the first guy he was in, and he got killed by Salem. 50 years went by, and then he came back. It's like reincarnation is weird, right? So his reincarnation is definitely one of the weirdest types of reincarnation. So if they explain that and I just didn't see it, feel free to inform me on it. But it's like, it seemed like Salem is like, man, I did not see this coming. I did not see Ozpin getting back in the helm, even though this has literally been his mission since thousands of years ago. So again, I'm probably reading either too far into it or not enough into it. But it is something that's like, you bring up the fact that Cinder killed Ozpin, so you automatically should know that sooner or later he'll come back. That's like his curse to your curse to never die. But whatever, that's her deal. I like seeing the raw emotion she had. Just with that, I like give Cinder some credit. Not Cinder. Give Salem some credit. At least she had the decency to tell them to leave before she went all apeshit. Alright? You gotta give her that. Alright? I appreciate that, Salem. I appreciate that. Because you could have just as easily done what you did and just deal with the aftermath. They probably had a lot of cuts and bruises and a few broken bones. You probably would have healed that off or something like that for them. But whatever. At least you told them to leave. And whoever didn't abide by that warning deserved to get hit. I honestly have to believe that. If I was in scenario, I would have noped out of there as soon as the windows start cracking. Like, I am not standing in this area. So that was a nice moment, slash, you know, very emotional, impactful moment. Because after seeing so much about Salem and seeing what she had to go through, seeing what she suffered through, all the things that all the decisions she made, all the bad decisions she made, and all the things that she wouldn't. She is the primary reason why humanity is the second time around. Like, that's one. Two, been bodied by the gods in every way, shape, or form. You're just like, I want a task done. I want a selfish need done. You're telling me to follow the rules. Screw the rules, I have love. And now you're immortal. Now you're immortal. Now you have an army. Now that army's gone, along with the rest of humanity. You're by yourself. You're walking around. People come back around. Still don't know the full implications on that, but people come back around. Now there's Faunus. You get your love back in a different body. Your love turns out to be, more righteous than you would let on to be because, you've gotten a little bit of corruption due to the whole jumping into the pool of the evil over there. And then years go by of you never dying, just getting constantly, like, more and more ticked off as things roll around. I don't know. See, okay, there's a lot of things to unpack here. There's a lot of things to unpack. There's probably like some explanation that she probably forgot she can do that because so many, like any possibility right now makes sense to me about how she would have this reaction immediately, even though she should know Ozpin cannot die as much as she cannot die. Just because you can kill a physical body, his soul will come back and he will still be here. He will always still come back. It's like Lord English from Homestuck versus the purple guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't believe I just put those two things together, but you have the guy who always comes back, the purple guy, and the guy who's always already here, Lord English. That's like his motto, his shtick. So, yeah, the fact that I'm able to put those two things together in this reaction is definitely telling of my mental psyche, but all I have to say is that. So I like doing, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I will have to say this as well. I like doing the premiere thing especially for series. I'm going to be doing premieres for like MLP showings and Wakfu, like series that I want immediate feedback on. Because you don't know how much I like it when I see you guys either have conversations with each other during the chat, answer my questions immediately when I ask them. So for those of you who like to leave a bunch of comments in the comment section below, despite it only being like a few words and leaving like 5 comments, all attributing to one sentence, you can now do that in the Premiere in the Premiere tab when it's active like that. So I'm happy to. I'm actually. At first I was like, what is the point of this Premiere nonsense? What is the point of this? But it's like having a live stream without actually having to be live, you know. And I appreciate that a lot for YouTube. I honestly like the system. I actually kind of really like the system. So I'm going to continue to do this. I can't wait to read what this has to do, because when this uploads, I'm either somewhere else or, doing something else. So when I'm coming back and see like immediate feedback in the chat, that's good. I can't wait to see that. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did, because it really shows the character growth for RWBY, because like RWBY in Volume 1 has always been the character that is like the precious snowflake, and I don't mean that in like the weird SJW trying to dog on them weird. No, I mean the precious snowflake as in she is precious because she, in a lot of circumstances, you can go back on my old reactions, you don't know how many times I winced whenever she got hurt, like that. Like, I see her as the girl that I don't want to see in pain. She's adorable and like that. But now, not only do I see her taking a punch, I can see her leading the charge, being a true leader, showing up and showing off, and even, at some point, showing dominance in a lot of aspects, and over-talking other people with this newfound responsibility she seems to be executing from her person. So I like that. Yang is pretty impulsive, but when has she not been impulsive? So that's good with the characters. Blake and Weiss both have the dynamic of trying to just understand things as it's going on. Oscar's just along from the ride, and that moment of I'm just another one of his vessels is clearly telling. Like it's either he always had that in his head to say, and it wasn't until now that he had to really bring up to the forefront, or it is the true time that he was admiring how he was part of this adventure, part of this saving of humanity from defeating this Ganon witch that needs to be stopped. But then after realizing that there is actually no way to beat an immortal being, yeah, there's no way. There was a comment, I think either in the chat or in the actual comment section, was that, of course, when you ask, how do I destroy Salem, you're going to get, you can't, because you can't destroy something that's immortal, unless you can take away that immortality. But if the pool of destruction can't take away infinite life, I don't think any amount of fake magic or semblance that you can pull out of your rear end is going to help you defeat Salem. So there's two options. There is the literal sense that when I say she's the Ganon to his Link, find a way to seal her in, like, I don't know, demon containment wave. Find a good jar and poke a hole on it, and as soon as you get her inside. You know, if you have any type of sealing mechanisms, try that. If you don't, Talk no Jutsu seems to be the proper, necessary outcome. While Talk no Jutsu is known to be very, 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 very controversial in forms of using it to defeat your main bad guys, it can also be done correctly. It can be done correctly. So, here's hoping that it's one of the two, and it's done correctly. If you have a secret third option, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, please feel free to tell me, like, other ways that they can probably defeat Salem that doesn't revolve around destroying her, unless you have a way to take away her immortality. Because getting all the relics and bringing the gods here would be the worst possible thing to do. If they come back, see Salem, they're going to realize, yep, humanity sucks. And all of everything is gone. So, do not do that. And this isn't my thing. This is my thing. So, if you're gonna direct anything, direct it toward Josh. Josh had a theory that Salem's end goal is to actually get all the relics, put them together, bring the gods back, and show them that she is still here. And that would basically just ruin everything, right? Like, her ambition to show the gods that still to this day don't seem to just outright kill her or do something else about her. This one person who's ruining everything for everyone else, you know, the Lucifer of the gang. She's just trying to bring them back to show them that she's still around, that they failed in the ambitions of whatever they were trying to do. I can see that, but I also can see something completely different in Salem's end goal. So tell me if you agree with Goat. Tell me if you have another theory of what exactly that Salem's overall end goal is. Like, that's it. This has gone on a little bit long enough. I think I talked about as much as I need to talk about. So can't wait until the next season. And here's hoping that this does come out early so I can do that live stream, because I do like getting back into this. This is straight on Saturday after I get off from work. I'm like, I can't wait to watch a new episode of RWBY, especially show it to, you know, the rest of you. So, well, that's it. This is RWBY. Universe Seekers next time. Bye. See you for React Sunday. Well, already see you because I know copyright's not going to take, you know, more than 2 days.